Then you see a pack of Hell's Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined a street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there, I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we're going to talk about a drug bust with the Outlaws up in Canada. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. This is an insane case. So apparently, these guys were peddling a bunch of that white stuff. It says more than 100 kilograms of that white stuff was seized. Outlaw Motorcycle Club member arrested. ONTARIOPolice have seized more than 100 kilograms of suspected white stuff and arrested a full-patch member of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club and 3 other individuals following a 3-month-long investigation spanning the Greater Toronto area in the Niagara area into Nova Scotia. The Outlaw Motorcycle Gang, they say, involvement in drug trafficking network and other criminality is at the top priority for law enforcement. The nature of this investigation demonstrates the importance of the collaboration between law enforcement and national level. The OPP is grateful that the partnership with York Regional Police, Niagara Regional Police, and service of Halton Regional Police Services. Blah, blah, blah. In January 2025, the Ontario Provincial Police led biker enforcement unit. So they got their own enforcement unit just for bikers. With assistance from the Niagara and the York Regional Police, there was an investigation into suspected drug activity by an outlaw motorcycle gang member in Catharines. The investigation revealed a large quantities of that white stuff was being trafficked throughout the GTA and distributed to the east coast of Canada. On Friday, April 4th, 2025, units executed search warrants at a residence in Richmond Hill. The following items were reportedly seized: 101 kilograms of suspected white stuff, more than $215,000 in Canadian currency. As a result of the investigation, 4 individuals were charged with a total of 8 offenses. Randy McGean, 53, Cheryl Stillwell, 44, Cody Solier, age 40, all residents of St. Catharines, have each been charged with the following offenses: possession with proceeds from crime, possession purpose of trafficking that white stuff. They are scheduled to appear in Ontario Court Justice in Niagara, May 29, 2025. David Crothers, 47, of St. Catharines, was arrested and charged with the following 2 offenses: possession with proceeds from crime, possession with trafficking that white stuff. The accused are scheduled to appear in Ontario Court on April 24th. That already passed. On April 4th, 2025, 5 members of the intelligence unit and tactical response unit executed additional search warrants at 2 residents in St. Catharines. Police say the following was seized: approximately 25 hydroxycodone pills, 5 ounces of suspected white stuff, a money counter, and a quantity of Canadian currency. Yeah, they don't tell you how much. An estimated street value of $10.1 million on Saturday, April 5th. Provided information of Royal Canadian Mounted Police in Nova Scotia. The RCMP conducted a vehicle stop and located approximately 5 kilograms. A rifle, ammunition, high-capacity magazines. The driver was charged by Cumberland County District RCMP. Anyone with information, blah, blah, blah. Organized crime networks across the inter-provincial boundaries have had an impact on our communities. The relationship with the OPP and municipal police partnering demonstrates the impact that we have to work together. Tactical crime, blah, blah, blah. So that's pretty sizable drug bust. You know, there was a lot more people involved than just these people. So in other news, Forest Park, there was a shooting, 2 fatally shot, 2 critically wounded at a motorcycle riders gathering in Atlanta. Police said 2 people were killed and 2 others wounded at a large gathering of motorcycle riders in South Atlanta. Forest Park, 2 people were killed and at least 2 others injured at a large gathering. The shooting happened around 5 p.m. Sunday in Forest Park. Police said in a statement, numerous motorcyclists were speeding away when officers arrived. Police had to navigate a large, chaotic crowd of 100 to 150 to reach the victims, Forest Park police said. The 2 people wounded were hospitalized on Monday in critical condition. Forest Park Police Chief Brandon Chris said at Monday news conference, we do know that there was a verbal altercation, and that's all I can speak on related to what transpired during the altercation. So we got a video to go along with this. There's a suspect on the loose right now. Let's check out the video.
More this afternoon about a Sunday afternoon double homicide in Forest Park. Investigators have now identified the victims, but still need to find the killer. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart joins us live from Forest Park with more details. Kevin.
Christine, we have learned the names of the 2 victims. According to police here in Forest Park, both men did live here in Georgia, but are not from Forest Park. In fact, the event where they lost their lives, it attracted people from all over.
Take a look at the scene Sunday afternoon. Chaos. That's how police describe the scene not even 5 minutes from police headquarters.
We're looking at about 150 to 200 people there.
And now 2 of those people are dead. Anthony Hearns, 39 years old, and Isaiah Mack, 25 years old. Investigators are trying to track down witnesses to piece this all together because right now all Forest Park police can figure out is this was a motorcycle club gathering promoted on social media.
To come over and have a good time.
And it all went bad after some type of argument.
Fortunately, that good time turned into disaster. We're still canvassing the area for surveillance, processing all of the information as it relates to what motorcycle clubs were there.
Another element to this case, this business. The city says it's not legit. It had no license.
They should not be operating at all. And that's something that we're looking into as well.
The number you dialed has been changed. Disconnected.
We called the number at the location.
Please check the number and try your call again.
And got no answer. In fact, off camera, people here maintain there is little activity at this business, tucked away in what is described as a very quiet part of town. That disruption has the chief of police issuing a stern warning.
That type of behavior will not be tolerated in the city. And more times than not, is people or individuals coming into our city to commit crime. We won't tolerate it.
Now, there Now, there are 2 other shooting victims who did survive. We understand they are both in critical condition at area hospitals. If you have any information about this case, please want to hear from you. Reporting live from Clayton County, Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
Right, Kevin, thanks so much.
Breaking now at 3, we're learning more about what led up to a deadly shooting during a motorcycle gathering in Forest Park. I'm Tracy Hutchins. Forest Park police have identified 2 people shot and killed over the weekend at that large gathering. Atlanta News First anchor Chelsea Bonfor is at the First Alert Breaking News desk. Chelsea?
Tracy, the Forest Park police chief says the 2 victims are Anthony Hearns and Isaiah Mack. He says neither of them live in Forest Park. This shooting happened Sunday night around 5 p.m. at an unlicensed business off Jones Road. Chief Brandon Chris said about 200 people were there for a motorcycle club gathering when things turned violent. Investigators say someone started firing shots after a verbal altercation, killing 2 and wounding 2 others who are now in critical condition. Forest Park Mayor Angeline Butler just released a statement saying, if you come to Forest Park to cause chaos, we will find you. We will hold you accountable and we will protect our city without hesitation. Chief Chris echoed that sentiment today during a press conference.
We won't condone it. Crime is down over 50% over the last few years here in the city of Forest Park. And that area in which it occurred is a typically quiet neighborhood. And so that type of behavior will not be tolerated in the city.
Right now, police say there is no danger, though, to the public and that they are closing in on making arrests. If you are a witness or know what happened, please call Forest Park Police. Tracy.
So there's a suspect on the loose right now. I'm not sure if he's been picked up yet. I got to look into it. But here's another newscast about the situation.
Police are still looking for possible suspects in a shooting on Sunday after hundreds of people met up on motorcycles. 2 victims were killed. Our Chase Howell has security video of when those shots rang out and talked to neighbors who say the property is used as a meetup spot for riders.
Those pops you just heard are gunshots. The bullets hitting 4 people, killing 2 of them and sending the other 2 to the hospital in critical condition.
Never in my dreams would I would ever thought that someone had gotten hurt, let alone killed.
Beyond the gate, people could be.
Hey, Ronan, what's up, man?
Left over from Sunday's party. Out front, a pair of orange medic gloves, serving as a reminder of the tragedy that unfolded.
It saddens our hearts that people can't get together and fellowship with one another without disturbance.
Marie Jenkins lives in the neighborhood and says 3 times a year, motorcycles will gather at the commercial space and have a huge party.
I've been up there before myself, and nothing ever went wrong. It was always a peaceful event.
Now, according to police, the people that own the property didn't have a license to operate a business. And when I called the number on the side of the building for a comment, this is what happens.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Mr. Clark, our city manager, has gotten our code enforcement involved to ensure that business does not open up again.
According to police, the bikers came from all over the country to party. One of the people killed is from Philadelphia. And in a statement from Forest Park Mayor Angeline Butler, she addresses the violent vacationers. Writing in part, Forest Park is not a playground for lawlessness. If you believe you can bring violence here, know this. We will hunt you down with every legal tool at our disposal. You will face consequences. In Forest Park, Chase Howell, 11 Alive News.
Pretty crazy situation. Some people just can't get it together. But anyway, there's a lot of content coming. I got tons of interviews on the way. I've been doing a lot of interviews, so I'm going to be dropping content every single day. Yesterday was part 1 of Thomas's interview. Part 2 is dropping tonight at 10 o'clock.
I'm Thomas Goofy Vestergaard, and I'm chatting with Stax.
He is the founder of COSA, Knights of St. Anthony's Motorcycle Club. And he explains how it all transpired, how he came to create this club. And I got a lot of different content on the way, so stay tuned for that. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Remember, if you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you don't like this show, you already know what to do. Start your own fucking podcast. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged, and investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.